Hello, esteemed gentlemen. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Albert Einstein. In a world where the loudest voices often dominate the conversation, there exists a type of man whose strength lies in his silence. He moves through life like a shadow, observing, calculating, and defying the social hierarchies that others cling to. This man is the Sigma male, an enigma who doesn't seek attention, yet commands it effortlessly through his actions. His mind is wired differently, and it's not just a matter of introversion or rebellion. It's a complete detachment from the need to conform to society's expectations. Here's a fact. Recent psychological studies show that those who operate outside traditional social structures often have the most adaptive, efficient brains, wired for autonomy. The Sigma male takes this a step further. He thrives in isolation, not as an escape but as a tool for clarity, cultivating a mindset that breaks conventional rules. What sets the Sigma male apart is more than his ability to sidestep social norms. It's the way his brain relentlessly prioritizes independence and self-reliance, transforming solitude into a source of power. This is the untold story of how his mind operates on a completely different wavelength from the rest, and why understanding the Sigma male is key to unraveling the modern male psyche. Ready? Let's dig in. Number 1, mental austerity, the art of withholding emotions. Sigma. Males have mastered a rare skill, emotional austerity. While everyone else is busy pouring out their emotions like a never-ending soap opera, the Sigma male sits back and thinks, is this really necessary? His brain is wired differently, only permitting emotional expressions when there's a practical purpose behind them. It's not that he's cold-hearted, he's just efficient. Why waste valuable energy on fleeting emotions when they add zero value to the situation? For the Sigma male, every emotional outburst is like an unnecessary software update. It slows down the system without improving performance. He doesn't believe in reacting to every little hiccup in life. So while others might lose their minds over a minor inconvenience like spilling coffee on their favorite shirt, he'll calmly clean it up, silently wondering why anyone would let a beverage dictate their mood for the day. In fact, the Sigma's motto could easily be, why cry over spilled coffee when you can just make another cup? This emotional conservatism isn't about bottling up feelings. It's a strategic choice. The Sigma male knows that letting every emotion out is like having too many apps open. It drains your mental battery fast. Instead, he's selective, choosing only to engage emotionally when it's going to serve a real, tangible purpose. If an emotional reaction doesn't fix the problem or offer insight, he'll keep it to himself and move on. It's not that the Sigma doesn't feel things deeply. He just prefers not to waste his bandwidth on emotions that won't solve the issue at hand. And let's be honest, in a world where people get into Twitter wars over pineapple on pizza, the Sigma male is probably right in saving his energy for things that actually matter. At number 2, inconspicuous infiltration. Sigma males have a different approach when it comes to power structures. Rather than avoiding them or openly challenging authority, they quietly slip in and blend just enough to avoid drawing attention. Their mind is wired like a Trojan horse, seemingly harmless and obedient on the outside, while inside, they're strategically plotting how to navigate and influence the system to their advantage. Unlike the alpha male who storms into a room and demands control, the Sigma plays a longer game. He's not interested in loud confrontations or overt power grabs. He's more subtle, a master at keeping a low profile while gaining valuable insight into how things work behind the scenes. Once he understands the lay of the land, he starts bending the rules in his favor, slowly, almost invisibly, without anyone realizing what's happening. His power moves are less about shaking the system up and more about quietly shifting it in ways that benefit him. This ability to infiltrate and manipulate systems without anyone noticing is one of the Sigma's greatest strengths. He's not the loudest person in the room, nor does he seek recognition for his efforts. That's precisely why people often underestimate him. While others are busy trying to make their mark, the Sigma is working behind the scenes, making small but significant changes that ultimately position him exactly where he wants to be. The genius of the Sigma male's approach lies in the fact that his subtlety keeps him under the radar. He doesn't ruffle feathers or draw suspicion, and by the time anyone realizes what's happening, he's already got a foothold. The system hasn't been destroyed, it's been quietly rearranged, and the Sigma male is the one holding the strings. Number 3, problem solving with dispassionate precision. Sigma males have a unique approach to problem solving that sets them apart from most. Their ability to disassociate emotionally from a situation allows them to think with clarity when others may be bogged down by feelings or stress. While many people struggle to untangle their emotions from the problems they face, the Sigma male sees the issue in its purest form, a puzzle to be solved, not a crisis to be reacted to. This detachment isn't about coldness or indifference. It's a strategic mental process that strips away distractions and allows for focused, precise thinking. When confronted with a problem, the Sigma male doesn't waste time venting frustrations or getting caught up in the emotional turmoil that might paralyze others. His brain is wired to isolate the core issue and break it down logically. Instead of letting emotions cloud judgment or sway decisions, he homes in on what needs to be done to achieve the desired outcome. His thinking is surgical, cutting through unnecessary details and focusing on the mechanics of the solution. This focus on pure results over emotional comfort or social expectations makes his problem-solving not only effective, but remarkably efficient. This kind of dispassionate precision allows him to navigate high-pressure situations with ease. While others might falter due to stress or anxiety, the Sigma male thrives, using his emotional distance as a shield. He doesn't fear failure because he views it analytically, just another obstacle to overcome, not a personal reflection of worth. By focusing entirely on the objective, the Sigma male finds solutions faster and more effectively than those who allow themselves to be weighed down by emotions, making him a highly capable and reliable problem solver, even in the most challenging circumstances. At number 4, rejection of group morality. Sigma males have a natural skepticism toward group morality. They don't accept societal norms at face value simply because they're widely followed or accepted. Their brain is wired to question the validity of these collective codes, often pulling them apart to see if they make sense on an individual level. While most people operate within a set of moral guidelines provided by society, whether through culture, religion, or social expectations, the Sigma male sees these as constructs that may or may not hold personal value. For the Sigma male, morality is not a one-size-fits-all concept. He instinctively pushes back against rules and codes that seem arbitrary or outdated, refusing to conform just because it's the right thing according to the majority. This critical approach to morality allows him to forge his own ethical path, one that is more aligned with his personal principles rather than the collective values of the group. This rejection of group morality is not about being contrarian or rebellious for the sake of it. Instead, it's a reflection of the Sigma male's desire for radical ethical autonomy. He believes that moral codes should serve a real purpose, one rooted in reason and individual liberty, rather than blindly following what everyone else believes. In his view, if a rule exists just to maintain social order but lacks inherent value, it's not worth adhering to. This perspective gives the Sigma male a unique kind of freedom. He isn't bound by the weight of society's expectations. Instead, he navigates life according to his own set of standards, assessing each situation on its own merit. His rejection of group morality allows him to act in ways that might seem unconventional but are deeply aligned with his personal sense of justice and fairness. Number 5, exploitation of collective blind spots. The Sigma male has an uncanny ability to see what others miss, particularly in areas where groupthink dominates. While most people move in lockstep with collective trends, assumptions, or decisions, the Sigma male stands apart, observing from a distance. His brain is wired to detect the blind spots created by this collective mindset, those gaps where people fail to question the status quo because they're too busy following the herd. This isn't just about being contrarian or rebellious. The Sigma male doesn't reject collective ideas out of spite. Instead, he sees opportunities in the spaces where others aren't looking. Whether it's a social trend that everyone is mindlessly following, a group dynamic that's being ignored, or a market shift that's overlooked, He instinctively identifies these blind spots. His ability to remain detached from group pressure gives him a unique perspective, one that allows him to notice the cracks in the system and exploit them to his advantage. In practice, this makes the Sigma male highly strategic. He can spot an emerging trend before it peaks, capitalize on weaknesses in group dynamics, or predict shifts in markets that others miss. This skill is not about trickery, but about clear-eyed observation and an understanding of how collective behavior works. He's not distracted by the noise of popular opinion, which allows him to stay ahead of the curve. His ability to exploit these blind spots makes him a master at navigating social structures and ideologies without being constrained by them. While others are busy following the path laid out for them, the Sigma male is quietly charting his own course, using the very systems in place to advance in ways that others are too distracted to see. Number 6. The paradoxical embrace of chaos and order. Sigma males possess a rare paradoxical ability to thrive in both chaos and order. Their brains aren't bound by a need to prefer one over the other. Instead, they can move seamlessly between the two, finding opportunities in disorder and stability in structure. This duality is what makes the Sigma male so uniquely adaptable. Where others feel overwhelmed by chaos or stifled by order, he is at ease in both. In a structured environment, the Sigma male can operate with precision, following rules and frameworks that allow him to excel. He understands the importance of discipline and organization when it's needed, using order to his advantage. However, unlike those who depend solely on structure to function, the Sigma male doesn't lose his edge when things become chaotic. In fact, chaos is where he often shines. While others might panic or lose focus, the Sigma male remains calm, using the disorder as a playground for innovation and creative problem-solving. He sees chaos not as a threat, but as a source of potential, where rigid thinkers falter and he can thrive. This fluidity between chaos and order allows the Sigma male to bring balance wherever he goes. In a rigid system, he knows how to push boundaries and inject new ideas without disrupting the entire structure. In chaotic environments, he brings a sense of calm and order, finding patterns where others see only confusion. This balance ensures that he never feels confined or out of place, no matter the situation. Ultimately, the Sigma male's comfort with both extremes of chaos and order gives him a unique edge. He's able to innovate within established systems and bring clarity to disorganized ones, all while maintaining his sense of self, unshaken by the world's shifting conditions. Number 7. Addiction of novelty, not stimulation. Sigma males are driven by a distinct addiction to novelty, which sets them apart from many who chase fleeting moments of social approval or the latest material trends. Their brains crave new experiences and fresh ideas, prioritizing intellectual stimulation over the dopamine spikes that often come from external validation. Instead of conforming to societal norms or routine patterns, the Sigma male actively seeks out challenges that push him beyond his comfort zone. This isn't just a preference. It's a fundamental aspect of who he is. For the Sigma male, stagnation equates to death. He thrives on the excitement of exploring uncharted territory, whether through innovative thinking or adventurous experiences. Routine feels suffocating, like a straitjacket that limits his potential. Rather than finding comfort in predictability, he views each day as an opportunity for growth, constantly looking for ways to expand his horizons. This pursuit of novelty fuels his creativity and drives him to develop unique perspectives that others might overlook. While many people may seek approval by aligning themselves with the status quo, the Sigma male is unbothered by societal expectations. His focus is on what stimulates his mind and feeds his spirit. He'll choose an unconventional path over a safe one if it promises new insights and experiences. This intrinsic motivation to explore, learn, and innovate makes him not just a thinker, but a doer, always on the hunt for the next big idea or adventure. This relentless pursuit of novelty allows the Sigma male to adapt and thrive in a constantly changing world. He becomes a master at identifying trends before they emerge, leveraging his unique perspective to stay ahead of the curve. In a society that often rewards conformity, The Sigma male's appetite for new experiences and ideas positions him as a trailblazer, driven by a passion for discovery that others may not even recognize as a possibility. Number 8. Master of the unspoken. Sigma males have an extraordinary knack for communicating in silence, wielding the unspoken word as a powerful tool in their interactions. While others may feel compelled to fill every pause with chatter, the Sigma male understands the subtle art of quietude. His brain is finely tuned to detect nonverbal cues that most people overlook: body language, facial expressions, and even the energy in a room. This keen awareness allows him to read situations and people with remarkable precision. Rather than rushing to voice an opinion or provide input, the Sigma male uses silence as a strategic advantage. By observing and absorbing the dynamics around him, he gathers valuable intelligence. He knows that the quiet moments often reveal more than conversations do. For example, in a meeting where everyone is eager to speak, he might remain silent, taking note of who is dominant, who is hesitant, and what underlying tensions might exist. This silent observation grants him insights that are often more profound than the loudest voices in the room. When he finally does choose to speak, his words carry a weight that can shift perspectives and provoke thought. By allowing others to reveal their thoughts and feelings first, he positions himself as a careful listener, cultivating an air of mystery. People may wonder what he is thinking, but this intrigue works in his favor, ensuring that when he does contribute, his insights feel like revelations rather than mere opinions. This mastery of the unspoken creates an aura of confidence and authority around the Sigma male. His silence isn't a sign of disinterest. It's a deliberate choice that amplifies the impact of his words. In a world filled with noise, he stands out by leveraging the power of observation and restraint, making his eventual contributions not just heard, but truly felt. Number 9. Ruthless cognitive efficiency. Sigma males exemplify ruthless cognitive efficiency, operating with a mental clarity that many struggle to achieve. Their brains are wired to cut through the noise, eliminating irrelevant details and unproductive thought loops that can cloud judgment. Instead of becoming mired in overthinking or indecision, they streamline their thought processes to focus solely on what truly matters. This ability to trim the mental fat is not just a skill, it's a way of life. While others might spend hours deliberating over minor decisions or getting distracted by extraneous information, the Sigma male approaches problems with laser-like precision. He quickly identifies the core issues at play and concentrates his energy on addressing them directly. This ruthless prioritization means that he can make decisions faster and more effectively than those who allow themselves to be bogged down by emotional baggage or unnecessary complexity. By focusing on what is essential, Sigma males sharpen their insights, enabling them to see connections and solutions that others might miss. Their mental efficiency allows them to process information rapidly, analyze situations critically, and arrive at conclusions that are both logical and innovative. When faced with challenges, they cut through the clutter, honing in on the root cause and devising effective strategies to tackle it. This approach to thinking doesn't just enhance their problem-solving abilities, it also cultivates a sense of confidence. The Sigma male trusts his cognitive processes, knowing that he can quickly sift through the chaos to find clarity. In a world where many are overwhelmed by distractions and competing priorities, his capacity for ruthless mental streamlining sets him apart. He becomes not only a more effective thinker, but also a reliable problem solver, capable of navigating complexities with ease and grace. Number 10. Social detachment as a weapon of self-preservation. The Sigma male's approach to solitude isn't merely about enjoying his own company or avoiding social interactions. It's much deeper than that. His brain instinctively uses social detachment as a kind of cognitive firewall, a way to protect his mental clarity and avoid the clutter that often comes from constant exposure to other people's opinions, emotions, and pressures. Solitude for him is a strategic choice, not an escape. He doesn't isolate himself because he can't handle the noise of the world, but because he understands the value of shielding his mind from unnecessary distractions. In a world where everyone is constantly connected, bombarded by opinions, trends, and social demands, the Sigma male steps back, creating a buffer between himself and the chaos. This isn't about introversion. It's a form of self-preservation. He knows that too much interaction can dilute his thoughts and cloud his judgment. By intentionally detaching, he protects the sanctity of his mind, allowing him to think clearly and independently without external influence seeping in. His solitude is a tool that sharpens his ability to make decisions rooted in his own values and beliefs, rather than being swayed by the emotions or expectations of others. It's a form of mental hygiene, ensuring that his decisions are his own, free from the unconscious pressures that come with constant social interaction. By disengaging when necessary, the Sigma male preserves his intellectual independence, ensuring that his thoughts remain uncontaminated by the outside world. It's not avoidance. It's a deliberate defense mechanism that keeps him in control of his mental landscape. In this way, social detachment isn't just a preference, but an essential part of how he maintains his sharpness, autonomy, and peace. In a world that often rewards conformity and collective thinking, the Sigma male stands out as a beacon of independence and mental acuity. His unique wiring allows him to navigate the complexities of life with unparalleled clarity, effortlessly shifting between chaos and order while harnessing the power of silence and cognitive efficiency. By embracing novelty and exploiting blind spots in collective thought, he not only charts his own path but also challenges conventional wisdom in ways that are both insightful and impactful. Ultimately, the Sigma male's journey is a testament to the power of thinking differently. His approach encourages us to question the norms, embrace uncertainty, and seek out new perspectives. So, whether you're drawn to his mastery of silence, his rejection of group morality, or his unshakable focus on what truly matters, there's no denying that there's much to learn from this enigmatic figure. If you've enjoyed uncovering the mysteries of the Sigma male, why not hit that subscribe button? Join us on this journey, where we promise not to fill your feed with mundane chatter, unless it's really, really funny. After all, we wouldn't want to be accused of operating on anything less than ruthless cognitive efficiency, would we?